That's your gear, isn't it? Oh, right. But you've always liked that gear. Can you, all right, I'm going to switch over and start streaming this. Do you just want to text me when y'all are getting on so I can know that if I'm not getting called out or something to switch over? All right, dude. Enjoy your time. Yep. I'll see you in a little while. All right, man. All right, later. All right, welcome. This is MDawg, and let's make sure our mic is not muted. It, in fact, is not muted. So we're playing, of course, Game of Thrones. We're moving through the series. This is, what, episode 4, and we are actually jumping right into the beginning of episode 4. So this past episode was the first one. Episode 3 was the first one that didn't have, like, a true cliffhanger. It certainly had some kind of big moments at the end, and the music was really nice, but there's not, like, anything that's like, oh, what happened? I mean, kind of going to talk to Dany, or whatever her name is, Daenerys, or whatever, the dragon girl. That was kind of how the episode ended, like, the Asher, the Asher was going to speak to her as the episode ended, I believe. So still a lot of conflict back at the Foresters' head base, home base.
Previously,
let's see what they say previously.
My father is planning to make a move against your family. He knows all.
I still haven't figured out what her game is.
Because you have a traitor in your council. He's been sending a great deal of gold to someone in King's Landing.
We were told we'd be speaking to Lord Tyrion alone.
That's enough, Andros.
North Grove? That's just some shit story for little kids.
I've heard stories. Old tales of a secret forest within a forest. Your lord knew what he was talking about. I'm part of the free folk. People round here called wildlings.
My true name is Sarah Flowers.
You're a bastard?
It means a lot to be able to share that with someone. Someone I can trust.
So I forgot, you know, in the...
Isn't Elena Glenmore? You're not still marrying into this wretched family.
I will tell my father our betrothal stands.
It's a long journey to Marine on foot.
Marine? Shit.
What?
Unfinished business there. I don't want to talk about it.
If you presume to speak of my dragons, you best choose your words carefully.
Mister!
Are you gonna be a good little forester? Learn your lesson? And stay down? You can be Lord, Roderick. So long as we all know who holds the reins here.
The Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward. Kill him if they give you any trouble.
I never did tell you about your father, did I? We bled him at first, like a pig.
That's not what happened. That was wrong. That's not what happened. Wait, is that what happened? I thought we stabbed him in the arm so he wouldn't die. Well, is that him? I mean, if we were going to kill him, we would have kicked him off the side. We wouldn't have left him up there. I don't think that's what actually happened in our game, but we'll have to roll with it. So what I was saying is, I think in this world, male children are called snow if they don't have a... if they're not full-born children, like if they have a
I knew you
different
were a
father or
killer
mother.
the day you arrived.
But I guess
Brit found out
females
too.
are called flowers.
Now they all see it.
It wasn't my fault. He attacked me, and we fought, and...
So you struck him down and left him to die. You tried to lie about what you did to get here. But we both know you had blood on your hands. But now, you've killed one of your brothers. You'll lose your head for this, Tuttle. You'll be disgraced, dishonored, and burned till there's nothing left of you.
You won't execute me. With Mance Raider coming, the Night's Watch needs all the men it can get.
Honest men. Loyal men. Not brother killers. There's only one thing to be done with you now.
Hey, Frostfinger. I saw what Garrett did to Brit last night. I was there. My relief was late, so I stayed behind.
Yeah, he was there.
Then go on. What did you see, boy?
Brit didn't do anything wrong. Garrett murdered him in cold blood, and he just left him there. Like an animal. Garrett's no brother. He's worse than the wildlings. He'd kill any one of us who looked at him funny. You're a liar, Finn! I was standing right there. I didn't do it!
Enough! Save your breath, Tuttle. You haven't got much of it left. Let's go. Say goodbye to your brothers.
Frostfinger. What's to be done with him? We're heading to Crusted.
Not with this one, you're not. Got a witness says he murdered Brit. You'll have to find someone else for your expedition.
Garrett, I can't believe you did this.
Now out of the way, Snow.
Give us a moment.
Then kiss him quick and be done with it.
Garrett, you told me there wouldn't be any trouble with Brit. What happened? I thought you were smarter than that, Garrett.
I know I did the right thing. That's all that matters.
What Brit did to your family... anyone would want him dead. But now you'll have to face the consequences.
But John...
I'm sorry, Garrett. There's nothing more I can do. We're down a man, so keep your eyes open. Now let's move.
Seems even your mother's abandoned you. Won't be alone for long, though. The Axeman will find you soon enough.
That seems like really unfair. I think they actually make you watch the intro. I've never tried to skip it before, but anyway, that's fine. So yeah, I guess it's snow and flowers, right? For the quote-unquote bastard children. Sons of Winter. I'm assuming this will take us back to conversation with Danny. Could be. Kind of looks like it, right? I just don't know what that banner is. It's pretty colorful.
Do you know how many men have stood before me with false tales of my dragons? Desperate men, hoping for wealth, protection. Liars, every one of them. And I expect you are no different. You don't want to see what I do to liars.
Are you calling me a liar? You know nothing about me.
You're right. I don't know you.
Oh, shit.
Are you frightened? I thought you'd seen a dragon before.
Wow.
Your reaction says otherwise. Visceron. It's all right.
He's much smaller than the other one.
Would you like to touch him? Go ahead. Unless you are afraid. Of course, a man who has really faced a dragon before may have reason to be afraid. Go on.
Not a good idea, Asher.
You're brave, at least.
I don't think he likes me.
You still have a hand, don't you? You claim you saw Drogon. Give me a reason to believe you. I told you I've heard this story before. I'm going to need more than that.
I have this.
Drogon, how did you get that? What have you done to him? If you've hurt him...
Hurt him?
He attacked us.
Drogon wouldn't strike without reason. You must have scared him, or... He is not some kind of thoughtless beast.
The men who were following us, the Lost Legion, they drew their swords and tried to fight him.
And Drogon defended himself.
So we somehow deserve to be burnt alive because your little baby was scared?
Your tongue is dangerously sharp, sellsword. Why did you come here? You offer me nothing but lies. To what end? You want gold? A title? My undying gratitude? What do you want from me, Asher Forrester?
My little brother was murdered in front of his family, and our youngest is still held against his will at our enemy's house.
What is it you expect me to do?
We need to hire an army.
An army?
If you could spare some of your sellswords.
Please,
I also came here looking for an army. But what I found were the cries of children and people suffering in chains while their masters profited from their misery. My sellswords will help me free the slaves of Marine. That is their mission. Your need is not greater than theirs. These are people who have suffered for years without end.
We both want the same thing here. To liberate Marine, to see you take the Iron Throne. That's what I want too.
If you really believe that, you'll understand why I cannot help you.
There must be something I can do to convince you.
As we speak, my men prepare to enter Marine. What they are about to do is much bigger than you or I. Bigger than one family back in Westeros. So, unless you think you can storm Marine and free all the slaves yourself, you have nothing more to offer me, Croft. You may leave.
That's
But
it.
Your Grace.
See them out.
I faced a dragon and lived. Nothing in Marine can be worse than that.
How bold of you. You forget that is my dragon you boast of defeating.
I said I survived, nothing more.
And Beskha here, she has a history in Marine. She could help guide us.
What the hell? Is this true?
Yes. I lived in Marine for a time. On the eastern side of the city. Fucking bastard.
So you wish to accompany them? You'd help the Second Sons? Guide them into Marine?
I can't, Asher.
This could be our only chance.
Is that what you're saying?
You're really considering this?
I can only speak for myself. I'll go alone.
She's the one who knows the city. She will accompany you, or you won't be going at all.
I believe that's more than fair. You two will join Croft and his men. Get them into the city, help them liberate Marine, and I will see that you are rewarded. But your uncle stays here. If I find you've lied or put my men in danger...
I understand.
Good. Croft will get you settled in. It's going to be a long night.
What the fuck happened back there? Are we really going into Marine?
Look, I'm sorry it happened this way.
As long as you get your army, right?
Beskha.
Get your armor patched up in here. Extra bedrolls if you need them. Piss buckets in the corner where it's always fucking been.
Long time since we had a piss bucket.
I spent 2 years trying to get where I am now. Don't fuck this up for me, Asher. Nail! We got 2 more.
Curse this bloody leg! It's not your leg that's the problem, Roderick. You've got to be practical. You want to take Griff down next time? You want to stop lying in the mud and letting people walk all over you?
You're speaking to your lord, Sir Royland.
He can fight his own battles.
You know why he had to stay down.
Next time I face Griff, it will be the last. I won't let him parade around my halls any longer.
I look forward to it, my lord. But you won't win a fair fight. You can't handle a sword like you used to. So find another advantage. Surprise your opponent. Do something unexpected.
Like what?
I'll show you. Come at me. Bring your opponent down to your level. When I attack you, drop down, avoid my blade, and swing at the back of my knees. Wait for me to attack.
Roderick!
Let's try it again.
Ha! Now that's how you do it.
I think you let me. Oh!
My lord, sorry to interrupt.
Elena?
She insisted on seeing you immediately.
Lady Elena, I hear we're to become sisters.
Talia. Roderick. Can I speak with you? Privately.
Uh-oh.
You remember my little brother?
Quiver! Good gods, you've grown.
You could just call me Arthur now.
I hope you don't mind us coming unannounced. But something's happened. I didn't know what else to do. Maybe this was a bad idea.
You're always welcome here. We're to be married. You'll be calling Ironrath home soon.
Yes, well, that's why I came, actually. Lord Whitehill paid my father a visit at Rillwater Crossing. He told my father Griff had subdued you, and
that my sister would make a fine reward.
as if I'm some token to be handed around.
You mean?
He demanded I end our betrothal and marry his son, Griff, instead.
What?
Lud threatened my family. Told my father if he refused, we'd be slaughtered along with you.
Father acted the damn coward.
He agreed, Roderick. I am to marry Griff Whitehill. That arrogant, pig-eyed prick!
Lena, we're in this together. I won't let this happen.
I knew you'd help. But my father won't listen. I'm not gonna be the bone they throw that howling dog. I'm not gonna be some prize for him to rip open.
Unbelievable.
We have to get rid of him. I can't think of any other way. My father won't see reason. Lord Whitehill's made up his mind.
It's time someone brought Griff down.
We were hoping you'd say that.
Nice. So you're saying there's a chance.
You brought your men.
I command Father's elite guard. These men are trained archers, swordsmen, experts in both ranged and close combat. They're yours. If you'll help us take down Griff.
Sure.
The whole guard?
20 men. My father still thinks they're aboard a ship bound for the Reach. What do you have to lose, Roderick?
Everything.
Griff has been a nightmare for you and your house.
You can't have any reason to keep him around.
Whitehill'll still have my little brother. If I hurt Griff, there's no telling what they'll do to Ryan.
I understand your worry, Roderick. I don't want Ryan hurt any more than you do. I know this might sound mad, but it's the only way. Get rid of Griff, and you'll be free to use the guard however you like. You can finally take control of your house again. Please, promise me you'll do this. I love you, Roderick. I don't want Griff. I don't want any of this.
I'll do it, if it really is the only way.
I'm afraid it is. Thank you, Roderick.
I knew you'd come through for us. My men are yours to command.
Thank you, Quip. Arthur.
Could you give us a moment? You don't know how much this means to me. To us, I should say. Maybe when this is all over, we could play hide and seek in the grove again. Pretend we're still children. Forget all that's happened these last few years.
I'd like that very much, Elena.
Then you know where to find me.
Dangerous game we're playing. I mean, it's always a dangerous game though, so it's either gonna work out or everyone's gonna die. But you know, you're saying there's a chance. Mira.
Can't believe it's another coronation already.
They need to make
Our kings
this.
just get younger and younger.
Tommen's not ready. He's too soft.
They need to make this
Maybe
interesting.
that was
It's
the
gotten a
plan.
little old in the
I wonder
tooth.
if Marjorie Tyrell will be there today.
You mean Queen Marjorie? She was married to Joffrey.
For all of 1
she'll
hour.
marry his brother too. Not to
I
mention
wouldn't put it past
Cersei
her.
and Jaime. The Lannisters have spies everywhere.
What is it, Tom?
Remember that warning you'd heard from Roderick?
About Whitehill's contact. Did you find anything?
Only whispers. But your brother's right. Lord Whitehill. Lord Whitehill is sending a great deal of gold to someone here in King's Landing. He's definitely up to something. Something big.
Well done, Tom. Did you hear anything else?
Lord Whitehill is surprisingly secretive. The only people I'm even certain he deals with are those ironwood merchants. They'll both be at the feast after Tommen's coronation today. Maybe you can learn something.
I can't go. She's not exactly happy with me right now. I've been uninvited.
Couldn't Sarah help? Ask her to get you in. She'd do it, right? Don't handmaidens look out for each other?
Sarah's not really happy with me either. Some things I may have said.
Well, if you need Sarah to get you in there, you might as well try, right?
It's nearly time.
I'm not going to bribe Sarah.
Just be careful, Lady Mira. King's Landing seems to have it in for you.
I really don't want to bribe Sarah. I guess you do have to kind of look at it. If you're playing this this dangerous game, there aren't going to be good choices. It's really, what's the lesser of two evils? It's a horrible place to be in. But I don't want to bribe Sarah. Blackmail really is more what it is, not bribe. Blackmail.
Yeah, what are you doing out here? There's leftover honey cake in the kitchens.
Have to guard this one. Locked him up in the old storeroom until morning.
That the one who killed Brit? He's not going anywhere. Come on. You'll be back before anyone notices.
All right. Maybe just a quick bite. He's likely to freeze to death out here anyway.
This is when we're escaping, isn't it?
Don't know what I expected. No one out there.
I can tell you who's
Oh, I'm not getting out that way.
who's gonna let us out. It's Cotter.
Onions and crab apples. At least I won't starve to death. If I ever find a way out of here. Must be the latrine. I'm not sticking around to use it. Well, this one looks loose. Jared! Cotter, what are you doing here?
I heard him talking. You're to be executed in the morning.
I have to get out of here.
That's why I came. I want to help.
You'd be executed too. Why would you want to help me?
I told you my secret. And you said you were my friend. Well, what kind of friend would I be if I left you to die here? So I'm getting you out of here. I don't want to hear any complaining.
You're a good man. You know that.
Don't go singing my praises just yet. I want you to take me with you. To the North Grove. You know I can't stay here. I'm leaving Castle Black. But I'd rather not go it alone. So if you're going north, I'm coming with you.
Well, I'm not going anywhere unless I can get out of this bloody storeroom first.
I can try and pick the lock, but I'm not sure it will work. It's rusted a bit inside. I can try, but it may not do any good.
There's a loose stone over here. Can you see it? Yeah.
It's not moving, though.
Keep trying. Let me see what I can do.
I knew exactly what we needed to do. It was very clear what we needed to do.
Garrett, what are you doing?
Getting out of here.
I can see It's coming loose.
I'm gonna try to push it out. You pull, all right?
I hope no one heard that. Hey, can you fit through?
I think...
And we're off.
I managed to avoid Finn. But he'll turn us in the first chance he gets. Trust me.
Then we better be ready.
I can get us through the tunnel.
This is the end. We are no longer a ranger. Uh-oh. Volume went out for a second.
There's no turning back now. We're deserters for sure. We're breaking our vows. There'll be a price on our heads.
I didn't mean for it to come to this. The vows I took here, I meant them. And someday I'll come back to one of them.
They know we're gone now.
Then how fast can you run?
Alright, this is it. Time to get out of here. I'm not sure that old what's-her-name's gonna make it out of Mirren. Oh boy.
Worse than I thought, isn't it?
Roderick! There you are. Lady Forrester!
What's wrong, Mother?
It's Griff. He was arguing with the Maester and things got out of hand.
I'm coming.
What do you mean to do? This could be our chance.
He's right. We must hurry before things get violent.
I'll make sure the Maester is safe. That's what matters.
Just don't forget your promise, Roderick.
The rest of my men are still in the grove. They could be here in minutes.
Make sure they're ready to do some damage.
Sounds like a good time. Let's go.
And Arthur, listen for my signal. I'll strike my cane and I want you to enter.
We'll be ready.
I'm coming with you.
It's not safe. You should wait for your brother.
I don't care if it isn't safe. Griff thinks I belong to him.
I need to show him I don't.
Together then.
Oh boy. Not everyone's making it through this day.
Tried to heal it, but the wound didn't respond.
Stop this at once.
Why?
You let that bite fester!
No, I tried.
You'd have tried harder for a Forrester.
My lord, please.
I am the only lord who must...
We know he's not the traitor.
Roderick! Tell your dog to obey its new master. And while you're at it... Elena Glenmore? What are you doing with him? You're supposed to be marrying me!
You? I'd rather marry a dead horse.
You watch your bloody tongue, or I'll give you what I'm giving the Maester.
Let the Maester go, Griff.
Not until he's learned his lesson. He's disobedient, just like you were, Roderick. Before I brought you to heel. So now he's paying the price. Don't believe you.
You're not the Lord here, Griff. And I'm tired of you pretending you are.
You think I'm fucking pretending? You know what I think?
My brother is ready.
I think you need another lesson in humility. Just like your Maester here. You can watch if you like. I've let you off too fucking easily, Roderick. What the hell is this? What are your orders? I'm the only one here who gives the orders!
Take their weapons.
What are you doing? Drop it! Now. This is my hall! You have no right to be here!
Now then, about humility.
Get your hands off me!
Maester, are you all right?
Yes, I think so. My father will go straight to Roose Bolton.
Leave Ironrath. Take your soldiers and get out. Then maybe I'll show you mercy.
I'm not going anywhere. You gonna hear me? Your friends won't be around forever, Roderick. And when they're gone, I will... Is that it? Is that it then?
We're done here. Clear out. Confine the Whitehills to the cellars. No one gets in or out.
This isn't over, Roderick!
Word cannot reach High Point. You must be sure of it. Not as long as they still hold Ryan. Kill the Ravens. All of them.
It's probably smart, right?
I swear I will.
Fuck you and your queen.
That's enough! So long as you're in my camp, you will obey my orders. And getting pissed drunk before a mission.
Obey?
You know what kind of shit-brained fool does that? One who wants to fucking die out there! Have you lost your damn mind?
I am not some animal in a cage.
What in the seven bloody hells?
Hey, calm down. Calm down. What's going on here?
I'm not the one with the problem. It's him.
She can't fight like this, Asher.
You think I'm too drunk to fight? What the fuck
What
do
are you
know?
gonna do? Run out there swinging a fucking...
Still think I can't fight?
You fucking bitch!
Oh, there we go.
Hey, come on, Beskar. Leave the poor man
Go
alone.
of me before I break your fingers.
Deal with your friend. She'll get us all
You
killed.
sound scared, Croft.
This is bloody important.
You afraid your mother will spank you?
I'll talk to her.
Good. If she can't hold it together, we're leaving without the both of you.
You think your little thumbcock can take Marine all by itself? I'd never work with a bloody shote like you
Beskar,
anyway!
what the hell is going on?
You gonna lecture me too? Croft doesn't know shit about anything. None of you do.
You can't let him get to you. You're better than that.
It's not just him. You think I give two shits about what Croft has to say? Your fucking uncle is the only reason I'm even here. He told your little dragon queen I would go into Marine with you.
You get me burned by a dragon!
Just talk to me, Beskar.
We're done talking.
Come on, Asher.
Hit me. Oh, if this was a real fight, you'd be dead.
I'm not going to do that. So what? You're gonna kill me because you don't want to go into some fucking city?
I was a slave. Here, in this fucking city. I was taken from my home when I was only 3 years old. When I was 7, my master threw me in the fighting pits to die. When my master tired of watching me kill animals for sport, he started sending other children. I butchered every one of them. After a while, I thought the fear was gone.
But you had no choice.
I did. I decided my life was worth saving. But theirs were not. There was this boy. We used to play 5 stones in the alley when we couldn't sleep. When I saw him next, he was in that pit with me. I saw the fear in his eyes. That same fear I felt my first time. And I realized it hadn't left me. I still wanted to live. I wanted it so badly. My master watched as I did it, smiling.
I'm so sorry, Beskar.
I don't want your pity. I bought my freedom a long time ago, but I have always hated this place. Hated him. Dezor so Raza. Because of that man. Marine is a city of dead children. Don't worry about me. I won't let you down.
Come on. You've had enough. Let me say that.
Friends don't let friends drink and cry. Wonder if she's gonna have a chance for revenge while she's in the city. Tommen's coronation feast.
You shouldn't say that.
Why not?
Mira, I'll meet you inside.
The game is gonna try to push me to bribe her, to blackmail
I have to
her.
get in there, Sarah. I know I'm not supposed to attend, but then you know Lady Marjorie doesn't want to see you. What could be so important? Lord Whitehill is up to something. He's conspiring against my family. And someone in there is helping him. Look, I can't get you in. Marjorie's already furious with you. And I'm not really interested in joining you on her bad side. Please, Sarah. I know you're probably angry with me, but I need your help. I don't know. Please. Fine. But you owe me, understand? She's with me. We'll stay out of trouble. I promise. Feels a bit strange to celebrate, doesn't it? Not so long ago, King Joffrey sat on the Iron Throne. Tommen is our king now. Long may he reign.
Sarah! I was worried you'd run off with your friend there.
And what if I did?
I'm not sure I could blame you.
This is Lady Mira Forrester. Mira, Lord Garibald Tarwick.
She's quite lovely. Where have you been hiding her?
You're making her blush. You flatter me. Sarah's lovelier than us all.
I won't argue there. It's quite a feast, isn't it? Just be careful around the wine. I hear you're partial to a particular Arbor Red. It's easy to forget. Nothing you do in King's Landing goes unnoticed. Drink too much once and you're forever the drunken fool. Talk to the wrong people and...
Lord Tarwick!
What was that about?
Nothing. That subject isn't fit for your delicate ears anyway.
My ears are not delicate.
Of course they are. Look how tiny they are. Little lobes.
Stop it.
What?
I mean it. Is there someone you'd rather be talking to? I'm sorry, I'm rather thirsty.
Oh, allow me.
No, I can get it myself. Thank you. If you'll excuse me.
This reminds me of the tourney at Lannisport. You wouldn't believe it.
You've told me this story.
But you would have loved it. We danced all evening, drank wine from our helmets.
That is it! Andros, you're being ridiculous!
It is a lot, but I know how to spend it.
But how did you manage it?
Lord Whitehill trusts me above all others. That's why I'm the only one he's willing to work with.
Oh, an exclusive deal. How good for you, Andros.
Well, I've got my family to consider.
When's the last time you even saw your wife, Andros?
And why would you ever stop dealing ironwood?
Is there no longer a demand?
I can't imagine that would be the case.
No need for such wild speculation. I've simply lost interest. I'm moving on to better things, as they say.
And what would that be?
No. I can see what you're doing. I'm not giving away my secrets just yet.
heard he was killed. Right here in the garden.
Well...
Wasn't he Lannister?
One of their guard, but still.
Oh, surely they found who did it.
No, they haven't caught him yet. Not for lack of effort, mind you. I hear they've spared no expense.
Have you heard of the news? I have.
Let's not repeat too much gossip.
Yes,
Oh, it seems so calm out there.
Let's divert us. This beautiful view, isn't it?
Oh, I can't remember. I think it was a bird?
Close.
A cock.
That's it.
No, that's terrible.
You're the one telling the joke, remember?
Oh, please, if you'll excuse me. Lady Mira, I'm impressed.
Impressed with what?
That you aren't currently locked in a cell. I trust this means that you took care of that contract. How did you do it, if I may ask? I wasn't expecting to see you again, if I'm being honest.
If I tell you how I did it, what's in it for me?
Nothing. But I admire the gall. I do believe King's Landing is rubbing off on you. So, what have you been up to? Enjoying yourself? Though I suppose if you're talking to me, you must want something.
When we first met, you were negotiating for Lord Whitehill.
That's right.
But now Lord Andros seems to think he's the only one working for him. So what happened?
It appears that you know most of the story already. I've been pushed out of the ironwood business.
Oh.
All thanks to my partner. Bloody imbecile. Andros is now Lord Whitehill's exclusive contact in King's Landing. No matter the fact that I introduced them in the first place. That man would be nothing without me. How quickly people forget where they started.
Do you know what Lord Andros is planning?
He's acquired a large amount of gold, but I haven't the slightest idea what he intends to buy with it. Whatever it is, he's managed to get a Lannister involved.
A Lannister?
Lyman. He may only be a third cousin, but he's a Lannister all the same.
Rickard! Are you done flirting with that handmaiden? We need your opinion here.
Oh, leave him alone.
Please excuse me.
So we have all the information on Andros. We can try to eavesdrop again now that we have a little more information. But mostly we need to go talk to Lyman, I think. Right? Or at least eavesdrop.
I thought we were done talking about this.
You asked me about my friends.
Friends? Yes. Lyman is your business partner.
What's the difference?
Fair enough, Andros.
And if my friends happen to protect me from the crown, all the better.
I think I need more wine.
Interesting.
I recognize that wine. Excuse me. Lyman Lannister?
Shit. You startled me. As if I don't already have enough to deal with.
Here, let me help.
That's very kind of you, thank you, but I'm fine. I just get clumsy sometimes. I'm afraid you have me at a disadvantage, Lady...
Mira.
Lady Mira. I'm not used to being approached so boldly, but I'm glad you did. I always feel a bit out of place at big gatherings like this. So, what brings you over here? I'm not the best company, I'm afraid. Or were you headed for the wine and I got in your way?
You look like you could use some company. What are you doing all by yourself?
I don't mind, really. I only came to discuss some business with Lord Andros. I'm told it's rude to leave early.
Oh? What kind of business?
I really shouldn't talk about it. Andros came to me in confidence. You understand? He wouldn't be pleased, I'm sure.
If you like, you can whisper it in my ear.
Well, I suppose I could just...
Lyman! What do you think you're doing?
What? Nothing.
You stay away from him.
Andros! We were just talking.
You were just talking to Mira Forrester.
Forrester? I didn't realize.
My lord?
Let me say this as plainly as I can. Don't ever meddle in my affairs again!
Lady Marjorie. Lady Marjorie.
Lady Mira? That was quite a scene over there. Are you all right?
I'm fine. I can handle Lord Andros.
It's Lyman I was worried about.
What do you mean?
Honestly, that story isn't fit for a maiden's ears. Just be careful around him.
Just tell me, Lord Tarwick. It's important.
I may be willing to tell you. If you'll first tell me something about Sarah. Your help could save me a lot of embarrassment. I'd be very grateful, Lady Mira.
What do you want to know about Sarah?
Sarah Durwell. Interesting name, that. Funny thing is, the last Durwells died off almost 200 years ago. What can you tell me about her family? Something isn't quite right, but I'm not sure. You must understand, I can't court a woman just because I like the way she laughs.
I've met the Durwells when I was at Highgarden.
Oh?
They're a small house these days, but very well regarded.
Ah, right. Well, that's a relief. For a moment, I thought...
And now, Lord Tarwick, it's your turn.
Right. Lyman Lannister. 10 years ago, Lyman was injured at the tourney at Lannisport. He took a bad fall from his horse. Needed milk of the poppy for weeks, just to keep from screaming.
Oh.
And between us, he's never stopped drinking the stuff. Can't stop, actually. He spent all his money trying to get more. The man can't go a day without it.
So that's why he shakes.
You mustn't repeat that, Lady Mira. I shouldn't even know about it. Besides, Lyman suffered enough embarrassment. And every man's entitled to his secrets.
I might, if I have to.
I'm quite serious, Mira. I'd hate for Lord Andros to trace this back to me.
You learned that from Andros?
The man's mouth is bigger than the Blackwater. Poor Lyman has no idea. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some arrangements to make. Lady Mira?
I think next transition we're gonna have to cut this up, break it
Lord
up.
Lyman, we really need to talk.
I know what you're up to. I won't discuss my business with Andros, so please, please, just leave me alone. You've landed me in enough trouble.
Just be quiet, Lyman.
Either tell me what you want, or go bother someone else.
I know about your situation, Lyman. How you were hurt in Lannisport. How painful that must have been.
You don't know what you're talking about.
It's no wonder you still need milk of the poppy.
No, I've never...
It can't have been easy.
Andros has been holding that over my head for years.
Then don't let him.
Andros was wrong about you, Lady Mira. You're kind. And you should know what he's... I should warn you. Andros is hiring sellswords. Hundreds of them.
What?
He's building an army for Lord Whitehill, big enough to march against Ironrath. But Andros is doing it in secret. No one knows. Or at least, he doesn't want anyone to know.
That army will destroy my family.
That was his hope, I'm sure, but It's only fair that you know, Lady Mira. What you do with it is up to you. But I'd better get my affairs in order.
What did I tell you?
I've had enough of this, Andros. She showed me what you've been doing. I'm done.
Lady Mira, you've just made a very grave error. Very grave indeed. You realize that, I hope.
Don't tell me you're afraid of a handmaiden.
Okay, that story point took a long time to develop, but it was kind of worth it. I mean, it was good. There was some good payoff. Interesting choices. I liked it. Alright, let's see where it transitions to from here. It's going to be a different scene entirely, and I'm probably going to want to play it, but I feel like we need to take a break here and cut the video up. Alright, we hit our save point, so we'll know that next time we're out by the wall. Alright, as always, thank you for watching, and we will be back with episode 4, part 2, or B, or whatever we're calling it. But thanks for watching.